There's not too many places in the world where no matter your age, you can strap on a mask, jam a snorkel into your mouth, and jump into crystal clear water to soon be face to face with a prehistoric throwback. That is, unless you're in Crystal River, Florida. And in order to see one of these puppy-faced gentle giants, you have to get up pretty early in the morning. And that's where our adventure begins.
It's a mix of salt. Could I try a 6? Sure. And maybe back to the 7.
Swimming with manatees that live in the wild may seem to be an adventure that's pretty unattainable, but really, it couldn't be any further from the truth.
Brianna's on spring break this week, and we spent a few days down at Disney, and she wanted to swim with manatees after she saw them at SeaWorld a couple years ago.
Crystal River, Florida is named so because of its crystal clear waters that are created in part by its numerous natural springs. It's in these springs that the manatees find shelter from the cold Gulf water during the wintertime.
The water stays 72 degrees year-round in here, so in the wintertime this is warm water to them. And although they're very big, you know, they really don't have much fat. It's mostly just a little thin layer of fat, and they need to come in here for the warmth. If they're forced to go out when it's cold, that will stress them in their whole system, and it can make them sick.
So during these months, these springs are the best place to actually find manatees.
Well, y'all set?
Just about. Put these little things on and we're ready to go.
Is this adventurous enough for you?
Sure.
One of the favorite hangouts for the manatees is a spring called the Three Sisters. It's a protected area that can sometimes be a bit intimidating for those unfamiliar with the surroundings.
It's fun to watch people and their reactions when they go there. There's a current usually that they have to fight to get in there. It's overgrown, it's narrow, there are boulders blocking the path.
Now I know the looks of this canal is kind of spooky. It looks like there might even be snakes and alligators in here, but that's not the case. There's nothing in here but manatees and bluegill. And the great thing about it is the water's crystal clear and you can see off forever underneath the water.
You ever have people worried about snakes and alligators in there?
Yeah, of course. And I just tell them it's really the piranha they need to worry about, not the snakes and alligators.
If you've ever, been in a spring-like environment, the water's crystal clear, you have white sand bottom, and it's beautiful. It's early in the morning, so the sun's just coming up. So you're starting to get the rays in the water, and it's glistening off the rocks, and it's just beautiful. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful.
Then when it widens out and you get into those springs that are hidden from where people anchor their boats, there are blue waters, and there may be manatees looming right in front of your view, some sleeping, some coming right to you.
Now, seeing a manatee in the wild for the first time invokes a wide range of reactions for most swimmers.
Some people think it's like going into a tiger or lion's den. When they get out there and they see an animal that weighs 2,000 pounds, it's 10 times their size, they get a little intimidated by it. The first reactions you hear is, and they're going through their snorkel, making all kinds of noise.
Tell me about the size compared to you as you go up.
They're huge, and when my sister told me about babies, I thought the babies would be like a dog or something. Oh, the babies are bigger than me. They're huge, and they're so scary when they swim up to you. They're huge.
But the reality is, there's absolutely nothing to be afraid of.
The manatee are completely safe. They don't have natural enemies, and therefore, if they have no predators, they don't have any defenses except to swim away. So yeah, people seek this out because it's one of the few wild animals that they can get close to.